That is need, interest, concern, expectation, and problem. So first we need to identify what is the need of the company. Second, what's the actual interest of that particular company, concern, expectation, and problem. So if we are identifying this thing, then only we can build the strategy based on this modules. Like what is the first module? That is grow. Grow, that means like goal, reality, option, and way forward. So what is the goal of that particular company? So we need to first focus on the goal, that what is the actual objective that they need within a time duration. Then we need to focus on the reality, where they are as of now. And then we need to look for the option, that what are the options are available in the market, that or the strategies are available in the market that we can apply or at this particular stage, and we can way forward. So we need to focus on that, like grow. Then the grow part, that is current reality, what outcome we need, what is the purpose and action plan. So we can accordingly, like we can design this strategy. So we need to focus on these modules first before like creating any strategy. About skills modern HR will need. See, this is actually important. Like at the previous time, the traditional HR is are good, but they are with very less skill. But as of now, like in the current trend or in the future trend, we gonna acquire many skills inside us. So that is like interpersonal skills, positive thinker, people management. We need to be a storyteller as well. Then conflict solver, data analytics, decision making, communication, leadership, adaptable, strategy creator, and motivator. So we need to gather a multiple skills inside us. So prepare yourself as of now only for the future, because like foundation is actually important, right? So about employer branding, see, this is actually a very good part of the HR in the company both. Like this is not just for the HR, this is actually beneficial for the talent acquisition of the company for the long-term future as well. So what we need to focus on that, or what are the things that we can showcase in the employer branding of the company. So first thing, that is the work and life balance. So we need to like focus on that, like the work and life balance will be there in that particular company. That is not something like that the people are working for 12 hours and they are not getting time for the family and all that. Then second, we need to focus on the value, culture, and ethics of that particular company. Like it should be there, and so it should be the emotional one and the relevant one, which is helping us to balance life, work life, and the professional life. The second one, that is there are some programs we need to design about the employee recognition. Then how to communicate these things. So communicate this thing via social media, like from the social media you can generate the sessions, or you can promote by the infographics at the social media. The second phase, that is the career page or the blogs on the website, like life at we are building a blog that is life at TIGI solution. Then we can generate the newsletter. See, let me give you a very good example over here. What is that actually? Like if someone is coming at our company and giving interview over here, and if we like that particular person, or it will be there in the evolution form, like the 70% relevant for our company, then we'll shoot an email every time duration. Like the first day of the interview, we'll shoot them email about the job description and all that. But after interview, we'll send them first email about the our awards. The second email about the our recognition. The third email about the our company and like infrastructure over here. So how exactly we are doing, or why we are doing this? We are doing this for the convincing of that particular candidate. So this is not like that the candidate will come and start up and they'll join by their own. We need to give, or we need to showcase something about our company. We need to showcase something about them future, because people want to work in good company. So if we are a good company, we need to showcase the same thing to them as well. And for that, like we need to use this by this step-by-step methodology, right? Then we need to provide good salary and benefits. Then flexibility and extracurricular will be there, like flexibility about the timing or leaves, anything. Then corporate events will be there, like we are doing corporate events about the training and all that, for the annual event of the company and all that. So it would be like that. So these are the things that can help us to be like showcase our brand in market and to attract the talent from the market. Accordingly, we need to prepare a chart of the career development. What is that? Like over here, like as a you are joining as a trainee or junior. After that, we'll provide you as a company manager. After that, we'll provide you as a senior recruitment, or after that we'll provide you a leadership recruiter post, and after that we'll provide you the manager post. So we need to showcase the pathway to the candidates, that you'll get this type of career pathway in your journey with our company. Then festival celebration, so we need to do some festival celebration as well. Then team outing or tour will be there. So these are the things that we can perform about the employer branding. There are many things than this as well, but these are the major things that we need to perform about employer branding to attract the talent from the market. But be authenticate, honest for your employer branding. There are some people are putting just photos only, but they are not providing that type of thing. But at that time, like if you go through with the Glassdoor reviews, you'll identify the actual idea. People are using nowadays. See, in abroad, this trend is running very good. What is that? Like earlier, we were giving more priority to the companies, but now on we need to give priorities to the candidate as well, because there are talent, but limited talent with the qualified skills. So we need to focus on the talent as well, and we need to showcase to them as well that our company is the right option for your career pathway and for your career growth. So we need to focus on the employer branding, and that is the actually important part of the HR. Okay, future of recruitment. See, I'm like from the same background, and I have my recruitment company, so I can give you very good idea about this. But before that, like dedicated talent is required to build a strong foundation. That is actually necessary for everyone. So future of recruitment is what? Like future of recruitment is social media. Like people are gonna do the advertisement, paid advertisement in the social media, and they're gonna find out the super match out of that. The future of recruitment is voice bot. Like we are ourselves creating a bot for our company. That is not the command bot. Like there are two type of bot in the industry. Like one is for the command based. Like if you are interested for this particular job, you can press 1. So that is the command based bot. And we are creating a recruiter robot which call a corresponding bot. Like they're gonna ask you, the robot gonna ask you the question, like I'm from the TGHR and we have this type of requirement. Are you interested for that? And you'll answer that, and robot will get recognize your answer and accordingly answer you. So this is the future of the recruitment. Like we are creating this type of the bots. Then online assessments will be there. Like the bot that we are creating, that is on the NLP base. So what is the actual NLP inside that? So bot will gonna recognize the attitude and the psychographic demographic analysis of that particular candidate, that while talking, so what about that particular attitude while the talking, and what about the fluency about that particular thing that he had answered to the bot. So bot will identify these things as well. So then online assessments will be there. So we just need to send the link to the candidate, and candidate have to like perform the test on that particular thing, and after that we can identify the technical skills. Then video interviews will be there. See, virtual platforms are growing very fast as we are connected with, right? So digital marketing will be there. Like people are going to do the digital marketing for the recruitment. Then machine learning will be there, because machine learning get a part of the LMS only. Like it will work under the learning management system only. See, people will hire a less qualified employees as well, but they'll hire with a lower frequency. Like they'll provide them training with the LMS, with the smartphone and all that. Then job portals will evolve at the next level of the era, like the modern era. So these are the actually future of the recruitment, that job portal will evolve. People are shifting to the social recruitment. Then voice bots will be there, chat bot will be there. Then video interviews will be there, digital marketing will be there, machine learning will be there, and LMS will be there in the future of recruitment. So let's understand it more, that as a HR, as the program name is HR Revolution Program. So we need to identify that what type of people we need to hire in our company. Like if you are in HR at any company like ABC company, so what type of people you need to hire in that particular company? So I have a clear answer for this. The first, that is the cultural fit. Look for the cultural fit employee. Like, are they comfortable with your environment, or are they them attitude are the actually part that going to perform very well at your company. So you need to first identify that the cultural fit things will be there or not. The second thing, you need to identify the potential. So what is the potential of that particular candidate? that you can identify from the previous experience of that candidate. Then performance, by the interview you can identify the performance, and then skills, that you can identify the assessment and all that. And then will is actually necessary for the companies, because will is more powerful than the skill. Like just think about the boxer who is fighting under the ring and he fall down, and once he want to come back, like he wants to fight again. So it is not that their skill, it is their will who approach him to come down and fight once again, right? Similarly, I have a clear answer for this, that is decent, dynamic and dedicated employees we need to hire. So about hiring, we need to understand that cultural fit, potential, performance, skill and will. We need to hire this type of people. About employee performance matrix, see, this is actually necessary to understand for the HR, and then we'll talk about the future of HR as well. But before that, let's go ahead with the performance matrix of the employee. So first, what are the benefits of that performance matrix? So employees efficiency improvement, like if you will track the actual performance of the company or the employee, then you can track them, or you can give them tasks for the improvement and all that. So you can measure the strong and weak points of the company or the HR policies, and then you can build strong and right SOPs, KPI and KRS accordingly. Then help to decide the compensation as well, about the increment on and all that, right? So performance matrix identification is actually important. So how to identify the performance matrix? So first, that is the monitoring. So you need to keep a good monitoring on the particular system or that particular SOPs that you have already built. You need to focus on the output of that particular candidates. You need to think about the comparison of the candidates. You need to look for the reportings of that particular employees. Then you need to focus on the feedback feed forward only. Like earlier we discussed about the same, the 360 feedback and 180 feedback, right? Then, so how to improve it? So first, these are the benefits of employee performance metrics. Second, how to identify that what are the performance improvement needed in that particular employee. So about improvement, let's look forward for it. Like first, we need to focus on the feedback and feed forward. So how to improve the performance of the employees? See, as a HR, earlier this is the only task that we need to perform with 90% or 100% efficiency, that we need to improve the level of the employees, or we need to improve the performance of the employees. So what we can do at that place, like we can focus on the feedback and feed forward. Set proper KRA, KPI and KPAs. Like in our company, we have a clear criteria that like people have to line up 10 candidates every day. Like they need to, every recruiter have to find out 10 candidates from the market, and they need to send that to the particular client. So these are the like KPI that we have for our company. Then about the result, every week we need 2 closer from each employee. So we have set this, these are the KPIs and KPRs for our company. Then align it with technology. See, in our company, we do have our own CRM and like TMS system, TIGI management system. So we are also working with the complete technology, and accordingly, the each employee or each department have their own system for recognition of the reporting, output, and all that. So we need to focus on that technology as well. Just think about this, like Bajaj Capital. So they are using desk time. We are using Qualify. And what is this desk time and Qualify? For the screen recording. Like it will identify how much time you'll productive, how much time you'll active with the system and all that. So Byju's, Vedantu, these are the companies who are working with the system only or with the computer only. They are continuously watching or keeping the eye on this system like desk time or the Qualify, and they are identifying that how much time people are available at the system and they are working, right? Then so we need to focus on this type of technology as well. For reporting and the overview, we need to build a proper PMS or ERP system, enterprise resource planning, or some MIS will be there, right? Then internal audit will be there. See, very less companies are doing this thing with the employees and all that. So internal audit is actually important thing, that for each employee you are performing this thing, that you'll any third party will come at your place and he'll go to the any like with each employees, and they are identifying the work of that particular employee. They are getting the feedback of that particular employee, and they are providing the complete report to the company that these are the things that your employees have performed and you need to improve at this particular things. So internal audit is actually important. About training and development, the employment performance, if you want to improve the performance of employee, you definitely need to go for training and development as well. Then incentive and rewards. See, this is actually a good part of the employee performance, because the biggest motivation is money, right? Performance incentive and result incentive both are the different part. Like people are just providing a result incentive only. Like if you're going to give us this much result, or this is your target, like the 10x of your salary is your target, and above that we're going to provide you the 10%. So this is the result incentive, not the performance incentive. But we forgot the basic thing that we need to first focus on the performance. If performance will be there, result will automatically come. That's the outcome of the performance. So we need to set a proper KPI, and for that, like we need to provide performance incentive to the employees. So if we are providing a good performance incentive, people will perform good. But this is not about the one employee. I'm talking about the team. Like if you provide the performance incentive, so whole team will give efforts to achieve that. This is not like in class one or two will be there, or three numbers will be there who going to recognize. But about performance, everybody will get the recognition, right? Then project based work. See, this is again a very good task that we can perform. First, we need a goal statement. Second, we need inspiration to achieve that goal. See, there are some works if we are doing without project, without timeline, it can be possible that we are taking a much more time than the normal one. But if there is a time duration that this is the project and you need to complete it within a 10 days, then we are putting our whole efforts for the same. Just think about that. Like if we are planning for the Manali, so what we going to do? Like before 10 days, we'll plan about the everything. We'll take the clothes accordingly. We'll plan the tickets accordingly. We'll plan the hotels booking and all that. So is anyone are there who are directly going at the Manali without any planning? So no one are there. If we are getting the one day as well, then also we are planning good for that particular thing. So why don't we plan the same thing for the our employees as well? So the time duration is actually important. The project based work is actually important for the employee performance matrix, right? So these are the actual things that we can perform as a employee performance matrix. Now the actual question that arises in the everyone's mind, that is, what is the future of HR? Just give me a second. So what is the future of HR? So this is the future of HR. Like we need to work with the technology, and HR need to identify the everything about the technology. So future of business is directly proportional to future of HR. We need to identify this statement. Future of business is directly proportional to future of HR. So I can give you one idea, like flirt with technology, romance with technology, but do not fall in love with the technology, because it can be the changing one. Like we need drastically change is happening in the market where things get outdated extremely fast. So what we need to focus, like we need to focus on that particular change. We need to adapt ourselves with the same. And what we need to perform as being a HR in the future, we need to be a growth partner of that company. As being a junior HR, like it can be possible that we need to perform a multiple task as a account key manager or key account manager. Then rich with the IQ or EQ, we need to build that complement in our side. That IQ and EQ is actually important for us. What we are going to do, like we are not a robot. Robots won't have EQ much in them. So we need, as being a HR or as being a human resource professional, we need to focus on the EQ and IQ both. Organizer, we need to become a good organizer. Like we need to able to manage the multiple things, and we need to be the implementator. See, in nowadays people do have strategies with them. There are lots of trainer HR consultants are giving them strategies, but very few people are there who are actually able to implement that particular thing. So what we need to do, we as being a HR or as being a part of the human resource team, we need to become a good implementator. We are not just talking about this thing, we are actually implementing this thing. So we need to be the implementator, a good implementator. A plant also has to strengthen its root to become a tree. See, this is actually important for every one of us, that we need to build our foundation very strong so that we can become a good plant in the future. Like, to be in this field, to become a good in this field, we need to definitely work with the technology, and we need to make our foundations very strong. The foundations of the analytics, the foundations of the digital world, the foundation of the technological savvy, right? So, like, to understand about the HR, or to get updated with the HR field, or the new changes are happening in the HR field, or what is the actual shift are going on in that particular field. So for that, we can connect with this type of communities. So like Society of Human Resource Management, then Chartered Institute of Personal Development, People Management Matters will be there. Then Human Capital Institute is there, Certified Human Resource Management Professionals are there. Then National HRD Foundation are there. Then HR Katha, then IMA, All India Management Association, they are providing a very good events related to HR and management. Then Association for Talent Development. So these are the institute that, like, you can connect, or you can go through with the newsletter of this particular companies. So you'll identify the actual market or actual shift going on with the HR field. So be connected with this institute, so you'll get updated with the HR field. Then the characteristic of the future HR. See, this is actually important for us to understand about the actual characteristic. We are not just talking about the future, that what will be the future, but what are the actual characteristic that the HR professional should have in future. So first, that is the impactful strategy. So HR should be able to create a disruptive and strong impactful strategies in the practical manner. Not about the paper only, not about the paper. This is about the practical. Like, we need to perform the same thing with the try and error and with the learn and grow, right? Someone who is passionate about the thing about HR technology. So see, there are lots of technology in future. As of now only, there are lots of software for the HR management or the HRM. But very few software are there that are actually useful for us in our life, like in the resource planning of the company. So we need to be updated with the technology as well, and we need to identify the right technology for our company need. Then equip it with the necessary skills to grasp the essential of the new solution that benefit of the organization. So we need to be the like solution maker. We need to be the one who have the solution of the major issues of the organization and major issues of the manpower field, right? Then digital and tech savvy. We need to be the digital and tech savvy, the characteristic of the future HR. Then we need to focus on the problem solving skill as well. Like, we need to compulsory focus on this. It can be possible that in future, like, we need to be in the counseling of the one-to-one session, and at that place, like, we need to solve the problem of the employees. At that place, like, we need a very good problem solving skill. We need to be well organized, and we need to be out of the box thinker, out of the box thinker. So this is actually the characteristic that we need to focus for the future. Then about HR for the future, I gonna give you a very good lesson that you need to remember about your future. That is, first, 3 C's are there. First, focus on the change. Second, the challenge. And third, that is the competition. See, these are the things that you need to focus on your own self, not with the others. Like, first, you need to change your own self. Like, if you are connected with the very less technology or very poor technology, you need to be the advanced with the technology. Second, challenge. So consider it as a challenge that you need to learn about the HR, and you need to improve your own self. So challenge your own self to become updated and become a better version of your own self, and they compete with your own self. That these are the things that you can definitely do. See, one time, like, the one person was learning about the Kathak, and he was failing with the every step of Kathak. And once he asked his teacher that, why am I not able to be the strong person or the strong Kathak player as like your fellow students? So the teacher informed him that stop watching at the other students. So this is actually important for us, that we need to build ourselves with the trend, but we need to first focus inside. So this is the part that we started with the mastery of the communication. So first we need to work on the inside, that we need to learn the communication, mastery of communication inside. As Stephen Hawking famously said that intelligent is the ability to adapt to the change. So we need to keep that intelligence inside us, and we need to work on that particular thing. So equation of life is that, like, something plus acceptance equal to positive emotion. Just think about this, like the HR who are not gonna acceptable with the technology, so they'll completely replace with the field, and the someone will take that place, right? So something plus non-acceptance equal to negative emotion, and something plus acceptance equal to positive emotion. So we need to learn out of this, like we need to accept the situation whatever we are getting in life, and we need to focus on that particular solution that we can do about that. Then future of training, see about the HR, we need to identify this thing as well. See, what is the future of the training like? So future of training is smartphone only, like people are providing them on LMS system. We are also building our own LMS system, that learning management system for the each employees, like and we're going to provide the same to our employees as well. Then gamification will be there. There is one company who is building a very good gamification skills in the market, the Step App. The company name is Step App. They are providing, they're going to provide the same thing for the students of the 1 to 10 and 12th as well. So they'll provide the gamification approach to